Hey friends, Krista Moreland here with K-More Macro. So I wanted to hop on and chat with you guys about one of the biggest things, biggest excuses and reasons that I hear people say that they can't be healthy, and it's because they suck at cooking. And I know this is going to blow your mind, but I'm not even a very good cook. I'll be really honest with you. I've gotten better, but I would not consider myself a great cook or even a diverse type of cooker. So I want to chat with you about two little tricks to help you unsuck at cooking in the kitchen, okay? So number one is follow people on Instagram, Google them or whatever. One of my favorite people, as you guys all know, I am completely obsessed with Skinny Taste. And here's why I like Skinny Taste. One, I've only made one thing from Skinny Taste that I did not love, and it was a dessert. And it was, of course, going to be disappointing because I wanted something chocolatey and totally bad for me, and it wasn't. It was fruit. So, of course, it wasn't going to blow my mind. But the other thing is that on her Skinny Taste website, she has quick recipes, okay? That's kind of what keeps us from trying things, is that there's a million ingredients in it that we don't know what they are. We don't know where to find them in the grocery store, and so we quit because we're like, I don't even know what that oil is or how to find something, wine, something, whatever, so I'm just not gonna do it. So I like Skinny Taste, and I like Sassy Spoon, and I like Where the Orchid Grows. Those are all really good ones because they have quick recipes that do not take these crazy ingredients, okay? So find them, try them. Here's the other thing, you guys. You have to try. Just like anything else in this world that you want to be better at, fitness, nutrition, finances, mom, being a wife, your job at work, you have to give it some effort. You can't want it and then not try to be better at it, okay? So, and that goes hand in hand with finding recipes that are gonna work with you so that you can try them. Okay, here's the other thing. You guys need to utilize people around you who love what they do and have awesome insight on cooking. Let me give you an example. I went to Sprouts today, and I love Sprouts. If you guys are not utilizing the butcher at whatever grocery store you go to, Sprouts, Fry's, we have a really awesome Fry's marketplace, and they are a wealth of knowledge. Ask questions. Don't be scared or afraid to ask some questions. You guys, look at this. They had chicken breasts on sale, but they were huge and chunky and thick, right? Like they were ginormous. And so I went up to the butcher. He was putting some of the meats out, and I said, hey, could you give me a little like insight on how to cut chicken breasts and like whatever? And he was like, yeah, let me show you. And so he's like explaining it to me how to butterfly a chicken breast, and he's telling me about the sharp knife and to put the breast down and to put your hand over it and to cut it through the middle, but not all the way to the end. And I must have been looking at him like this. Because he goes, why don't you just give those to me? I'll do them for you. And look how pretty these are, you guys. He filleted them, he butterflied them for me so that I could bring them home and I'm ready to rock. So I was also telling him, because I was eyeballing the stuffed chicken breast, and I was like, I love the stuffed chicken breast, but I track my macros, so sometimes it's hard to know like how much feta you guys put in it, and other spices or oils or whatever. And he's like, well, I just butterflied your chicken breast for you. Why don't you stuff them yourself with some arugula and some feta? And I was like, oh, you're a genius. So that's what I'm going to show you guys here today. So number one, find recipes that are quick and easy and have ingredients that you have at the house or that you at least know where to find in the grocery store and can use more than once, because that sucks when you spend $20 on an ingredient you use one time and you're like, that recipe was way too intense, I'm not going back to it. Then number two, use your butcher. Ask questions, ask me questions, ask other people that you see on Instagram, ask them questions, they'll answer. Anytime somebody sends me a message, guess what? I answer, I respond to it. And then the other thing that he told me, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do, and I'll put the recipe up on here when I'm done. And here's the deal. I don't know if this is gonna be good. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to grill it the way that he told me to, but I'm gonna give it a shot, and I'm gonna learn from whatever mistakes I make, and if it's awesome, then we have an awesome dinner. If it's not awesome, then my family will choke it down and pretend like it's awesome, because that's what I asked them to do. So I'm just gonna point the camera down here a little bit so that you can hear me and see what I'm doing, okay? So I have my piece of foil out and I have my beautifully butterflied chicken breast from the Sprouts Butcher. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna season it with this Montreal chicken seasoning. I get this from Costco. We really, really like it, and the kids do too. It's not super spicy, so I like to use it. So I'm just going to season it on the front and the back. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of the seasoning on it, and then I'm gonna flip it to the back. Well, actually, this would be like the outside, but whatever. And then I also like to keep, especially when I work with chicken breast, I like to keep disinfectant wipes next to me because you handle it and then you touch other things, and we don't want to get sick from our chicken breast and handling raw meat and then touching other things. So I always wipe my hands on that. I never wipe my hand on the kitchen towel because that's going to make my kitchen towel dirty. Okay, so I season both sides. I'm gonna throw, and I'm actually gonna weigh this out because I track my macros. If you don't track your macros, you just skip this part, not a big deal. But I'm gonna weigh out an ounce of feta. I know that an ounce of feta is gonna have 5 grams of fat, and I can account for that pretty easily. And so I'm just going to put my feta on here. I'm gonna kind of spread it out a little bit. And I don't want to waste any of it, so I'm going to make sure that any of it that falls down, I get up in here. And then I'm going to kind of press it down a little bit so it doesn't fall as I mess around with it. So let's see, that's almost an ounce. We're almost there. Boom. Okay, so there's an ounce of feta, and I'm just going to kind of spread it around a little bit and press it into the chicken breast so that when I put the arugula and stuff on it, it doesn't fall out. Okay. I know, this is pretty mind-blowing right now. Okay, so then I'm just gonna grab a handful of arugula. And I like to, so this is something I learned from my girlfriend in Seattle. She does a lot of kale, and they massage their kale because it kind of breaks up the acidity and it makes it a little bit easier. Look, you can even see it's already softened it a little bit. So you just kind of massage it, and you can squeeze it and kind of roll it a little bit. It smells so good. And then I'm just gonna lay that right inside of my chicken breast. And then I'm going to close my chicken breast up over. Oh, I lost a little piece. You guys, check this out. So excited. Now, then the last step that the really sweet man, butcher at Sprouts told me to do, he said wrap it in foil, and then what you want to do is you want to set your grill to 350. And you are going to grill this chicken breast for 15 to 20 minutes at 350. And I was like, I can do that. I can definitely do that. So there's chicken breast number 1. And he said the key and the trick, and I already had one of these, I just rarely use it, is to have a meat thermometer. And mine's digital. I have other ones that aren't digital, but I really like this one. I got this one at Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe. And so he said at 15-20 minutes, go open the foil, stick this in there. If it is 165, then your chicken is ready to go and you will not get sick from it. If it is anything under 165, then you want to leave it a little bit longer. But he said no longer than 20 minutes will do it for you. So just gonna pop that up so I can chat with you before I get out of here. So here is my first chicken breast, okay? What I'm going to do is, the kids don't like feta, so I can do one of two things. I can just season it and then throw it on the grill and grill it. Or I can put, they do like cheddar cheese, I can put cheddar cheese in there, but I might put a little bit of arugula. Arugula has a really strong taste, spinach doesn't really, it just kind of turns into what it'll taste like the feta, but arugula will definitely have a different taste to it. So that's it, you guys. 15 to 20 minutes, 350 degrees on the grill. I'm going to also throw some veggies in some foil, and I'm gonna put them on the grill. And then I think, cause I kind of like that char taste, I think what I'll do is after about 15 minutes on the grill in the foil, I'll take the veggies out and throw them on the grill so they get a little bit of that char, and then I'll remove those, and then hopefully our chicken will be done by then. I have no clue if this is gonna work out. I don't see why it wouldn't. Logic says that it should be a pretty good dinner, but there's always that possibility, right? So I'll check back in with you guys this afternoon after I grill them and let you know how they turned out. If you like what you see and you want to know more, share and like my page, share this with other people so that they can get the tips, tricks, and the little recipe that I'm going to post up here for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll chat with y'all soon. Bye. See you later.